Hi everybody, it's Memo Man. This is the ministry of Memo Man because I got my book, Memo Man's Message to the Universe. You can buy it on Amazon. You can get an actual book, or you can download it as well, which means you'd have an ebook, and then you could read it, and then you could read it again. I like to think that my book, Memo Man's Message to the Universe, is best read many, many times, over and over and over, on a new copy. Now, I'm just kidding about the new copy. You can use the same old copy. I got no problem with that. The idea is to get the information in here into your head. Doesn't really matter how it gets there. So here's one. This is actually very timely too. I'll read what I wrote first. The internet is a Pandora's box flung open. It overwhelms. There is so much beyond our power to affirm or refute, except that which we choose to work to truly understand in an unbiased manner. We have access to so much knowledge online, but we must seriously vet it and be hyper aware of the biases of the sources and those of ourselves. In other words, curate it. It's amazing how often when we ask ourselves the question, am I sure? The real answer is no. And it's what somebody else told me. Most of our knowledge is basically what somebody else told me. And that can be right. You can say, John's got a blue car. And I think, well, I believe that. If you told me that it's got a blue car. There's a lot of things that we just take on trust like that. But when we get into bigger questions around big questions, politics and love and life and all of these things, that question, am I sure, is a very, very important question. We like to think we're certain, and we're told to believe things certainly our religions and our again, political parties and like that, they speak to us as if they're telling us these great truths from the mount. But what our job is as regular folks, wherever you are in the political spectrum, is to vet our sources, to look to see, wait a minute, who said this and who are they and what do they know and why? How do they? We shouldn't go into conversations, be they relaxed or argumentative. We shouldn't make decisions about other people or about our nation just based on what we've been told. Our job is to get multiple sources and to read multiple points of view to understand something. Some politicians like to denigrate, I guess, college and learning and education in general and science and scientists and all of that stuff. And there's a reason for that, and I think you probably know what it is the stupider we are, they like to refer to these institutions as elite and that sort of thing. So it looks bad to have college or go to college or whatever, but the stupider that we are, the less educated that we are, the easier we are to be manipulated. So I guess the point of this particular passage is that with the internet and with all that we've been given access to, I consider the internet the most important invention in the last 2,000 years. I really do. I guess the printing press maybe, or whatever, but the internet has taken all of it and flung it out. And it's an amazing thing, and it's a beautiful thing when we use it right. But if you're going places where you just agree with the people there, then you're not using it right. The beauty of the internet is the diversity of the stories and points of view. And I think that's why you young people get it. And I think that's why the sort of guys in power right now are such a bunch of kind of racist and, homophobic and all that kind of stuff, because they don't get it. They didn't grow up with access to seeing the whole world. You young people have been able to look at the whole world. You're able to look at some, YouTuber in Bolivia or China or whatever and see that, hey, they got families, you know what I mean? They're struggling with school, they're just like us. And I think that the powers that be, the men in power right now, really want you to continue to hate. And they're going to work really hard to do that. So don't listen to them. Keep doing what you're doing. That's also in my book. Just keep doing what you're doing. Learn more. Understand more. And vet your sources. And then you'll have a future. But if you continue to listen to those guys,